You're with him!
You brought him here to kill me. So, that was my Anakin Skywalker impression. Main reason, today's video, what has to be in episode 9 to make me like it, to make me think this sequel trilogy is actually something worth watching.
Called the Krusty Krab 2. First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
Anakin is the key for me. We can get Anakin working. You know, Anakin's the key to all this sort of thing. The reason I say that is because George has stated multiple million bajillion times, Anakin is the chosen one, right? When episode 7 came out, it kind of threw that to the wayside because there's not balance in the Force. You know, Knights of Ren are volleying around, I guess. But if in episode 9, Anakin comes out like, "What's up? What's up? I'm here to fix his shit. I'm here to fix his shit. Let's bring some balance to this Force, motherfucker. I'm here to fix your damn shit." That'll be... I might be, like, you could call me an old man if you want. I'm only 20, but an old man in terms of my thoughts towards Star Wars. It's George Lucas's baby. Yes, I know he sold it, but you have to approach things the way he would have done it because it's his shit. He created it. You know what I mean? He knows who the chosen one should be. He knows why people like Star Wars. I mean, that's just... Oh, he knows. People like to think he doesn't know, but he does. He really, really does. And yes, he's made some execution issues, problems, whatever you want to call them, in the past. Like episode 2, the love story was really bad. Like, oh. I don't know what he was thinking with that, but it does not mean he didn't have a good grasp about what his overall world was supposed to be, the world building, the overall story arcs were supposed to be. And that's why Anakin needs to stay the chosen one. He needs to come back in some capacity in episode 9. Can be a Force ghost, that's fine, just as long as he is a key part, or rather the key part of bringing balance to the Force. Now yes, Rey might have to do stuff on the physical world side, but Anakin, without it, if they could bring balance to the Force as it is in the trilogy right now, without Anakin, then I'm out. I'm out. Anakin needs to be a helping factor, right? Because if that doesn't happen, then essentially the series I grew to love as a child is gone. And no, like, okay, I like Yellow Greedo's channel, but one thing that really annoys me about what he says, he's like, so everyone's gonna love their own version of Star Wars. So, you know, they're gonna defend their own version of Star Wars, whether that be prequel, original trilogy, sequel trilogy. Now, I don't see that as the case, because when I grew up, and with all my friends who loved Star Wars, we loved the prequels and the original trilogy respectively. Maybe someone had a favorite, but we loved them both, okay? It didn't matter that the original trilogy came out in the 70s and that the prequel trilogy was coming out as we were growing up. We loved them both. Absolutely, unequivocally, we loved them both. Right? With the sequel trilogy, it just feels like the story is so lukewarm. Get it? Lukewarm. It feels like the story is just so bland. Like, it's very surface level. You got none of that juice, you got none of that meat on the bone with the story now. It's just really great visuals, but half-assed everything else. That's how I really do feel about it. But if episode 9, they realize what they've done wrong, and they just throw a juicy, meaty story bone at us, I'll be so happy. Because I don't want to be a hater of Star Wars. I don't. I have like faith. Well, I have optimism for every new Star Wars movie because I like Star Wars. I want to keep liking Star Wars. If episode 9 blows me out of the water, makes episode 7 and 8 somehow make sense, then hell yes. But Anakin has to be a part of it. If Anakin isn't a part of it, I'm out! I'm out! Anakin isn't a part of it, I am so out. I'm so out. And yeah, maybe that's just me. Disney doesn't care. Lucasfilm doesn't care if I'm out. But I don't think I'm alone in this. And listen, I'm not a big Anakin Skywalker fan. Well, I find this character very interesting, but I don't necessarily like him. But, you know, that doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't like him, but I still think he's an interesting character, and I think he's an integral part of Star Wars, right? You know, I mean, that's just how it is. Some characters you like, some characters you don't, right? And Anakin, I only really started liking when he gets his helmet removed in Return of the Jedi, and he speaks to his son. That I love, but everything else with Anakin, I just didn't like how whiny he was and stuff. But again, that was the point of his character. He was supposed to be an arrogant guy because he had so much potential, and he was moving too quickly with that potential. That's a problem with Rey. Yes, she has a lot of potential, but somehow she's able to move lightning fast without any repercussions, and I just don't like that because George Lucas showed that the fall of Anakin was because he overestimated himself, because he thought he knew more, and that's what led him to the dark side, whereas Rey basically does all of that, but isn't falling to the dark side. I don't know about that one, man. They'll have to explain that in episode 9 as well. And if they could make the idea of the First Order even existing and reigning supreme make more sense, that'd be wonderful too. That would be wonderful too. That would be, woo, you know, wow, world building, huh? Wow, who would have thought there'd be world building in a Star Wars movie? I mean, even if you look at fan reception of the new stuff, it's just gone down, down, down. There's less interest in Star Wars than there's been since the 70s, basically, I would say. At least if you're comparing when new movies came out, when the prequels came out, when the sequels came out, the amount of interest in the sequels after episode 8 is like so little.
Shut up, Andy, you dumbass. Those are obviously Russian bots.
Anyway, that was the point of my video. Anakin Skywalker has to be part of this crap, and I would love to be proved wrong that he does be in this crap. And because, I mean, if he is, hell yes, dude, hell yes, and they understand Star Wars, then the franchise I loved as a child, the cores of that franchise are back. About your family helping you no matter where, you know, then the core of the franchise I love is back. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Discord link in the description, Twitch link in the description, Twitter, all that good shit. And I'll see you in the next damn video. Damn, I did not mean to put that there. What? That has such a wide explosion radius. Holy crap, I did not expect that.